Hi, my name is Steve Wadler, or as they call me in my village of Salisbury, Mr. Steve. I am a proud member of Peace Corps Eastern Caribbean 87. I am serving on the nature island of Dominica with my wife and best friend Mary, known here as Miss Mary. The pictures you are seeing were all taken during the daily life of my Peace Corps service. They include pictures of the students I'm teaching to read and write, pictures of the literacy room and library I've been working to improve, pictures of the students playing softball after school with equipment donated from America, and pictures of Mary and I hiking on this beautiful island. I have been asked to put together this video to talk about my experiences in the Peace Corps during pre-service training and beyond. For me, the daily grind of pre-service training was often stressful, repetitive, and a presentation of common sense information. As a retired public defender, I had no prior training as an educator, teacher, or literacy instructor before entering the Peace Corps. When pre-service training entered the literacy training model school phase, the sheer volume of information presented and the rapidity with which it was presented felt overwhelming. On some level, I understood that being in a new environment with new people undertaking a new challenge was the cause of much of my frustration during pre-service training. But those realizations were of little comfort. I was told that pre-service training was just a small part of the Peace Corps experience, and many of the trials and tribulations of it would quickly fade from my memory. I was told that information that seemed like common sense to me might not be so for others in my group, and to be patient. I was told that the literacy instruction and model school phases of PST would become easier to understand and execute as the process unfolded. None of these assurances helped my frustration level much, despite being perfectly reasonable ways to ease my mind. Well, as it turned out, I should have taken those assurances to heart to a much greater degree than I did. It would have saved me a lot of aggravation. PST is just a small but important part of your overall Peace Corps experience. The literacy instruction model school phases did become easier to understand and execute. Some of the students you see in these pictures had been more or less given up on. They had very little alphabet knowledge or phonics skills and could not read. I used concepts taught to me during the literacy instruction model school phases of PST to reach and teach these students who now are on their way to reading and writing. Mental health professionals will tell you that 3 of the most stress-inducing events in your life are divorce, starting a new job, and moving to a new home. Well, as newly sworn in Peace Corps trainees, remember that, in a sense, all 3 of those stressors are operating on you simultaneously. For the next 27 months, you have, in effect, temporarily divorced yourself from your home country and culture and from your friends and family. You have started a new, incredibly low-paying job. For some of you, a job in an area that you have never worked in before. And finally, you are not only moving to a new home, you will be moving into one you have never seen before and had no choice in selecting. Furthermore, you don't even know what island it's going to be on. But first, before that even happens, you are living with perfect strangers in their homes, eating their food, and having to live, by and large, by their rules in a strange country many of you have never been before. It is an awful lot to process and deal with emotionally. Time has given me the perspective to understand that the things that caused me stress and aggravation during training were not, in and of themselves, necessarily stressful or aggravating. I was simply overreacting as a result of the 3-headed stress monster I've just discussed. That's our cat Pisco, who adopted us. What helped me the most in dealing with the stressors posed by the PST process was the realization that I was here to help the children learn to read and write, and to play a part in making their lives just a little bit better. I told myself that PST, especially the literacy training model school phases, was an absolutely necessary component of my overall service, and something I needed to complete in order to get to the young students. And here I am, doing just that, helping young students. And before you know it, you will be too. I guarantee it will be the source of some of the most profound feelings of pride and accomplishment you will ever experience. We, the proud members of Eastern Caribbean 87, look forward to meeting you all. We hope that all of Eastern Caribbean 88 will visit the gorgeous nature island of Dominica, not just those selected to serve here. For incentive, enjoy the rest of the pictures.